Welcome back to Trillium Tarot, everybody. This is Stephanie. Thank you so much for joining me as always. So for this video, I am going to be going through another of the decks that I ordered through my favorite Ukrainian shop on Etsy. Now, the listing just called it Witchy Tarot, and that's just what I'm going with because the box and the instructions and everything is in Cyrillic. So I have no idea to know whether the real name of this or the actual name of this in English would translate to be Witchy Tarot. That's just what I'm going with since that's what the Etsy shop had it listed as. So before I dive into the cards, please do, as a reminder, please do give the video a thumbs up since it does help with the YouTube algorithm. You know me and I like all things witchy. Oh, by the way, just so you know, as a random side note, my decorations over here are just tiny little jars and they are representative of the four elements, earth, air, fire, and water. So I know that from the direction of the camera overhead, you can't see the contents, but I figured that it would be appropriate to have the four elements represented on this video. All right, so now we're getting into the cards. So let's start out with the Fool and then the Magician. In this deck, it's called the Witch. Then we have the High Priestess, the Empress, and the Emperor, the Hierophant, the Lovers, the Chariot, Justice. So in this deck, the 8th card is Justice. And that means when we get to the 11th card, coming up right now, that will be the Strength card. Hanged Man, Death, Temperance, the Devil, the Tower. Now, just so you know, too, in preparation, before we get into the minor arcana cards, since the book is in Cyrillic, I have no way to know if I have the court cards for each of the minor arcana suits in correct order. So I will show them to you in the order I think they go, but I would have to spend some time sitting with the deck and contemplating it and thinking about it, trying to tie the imagery together. When I did a live stream on this, I got confused because this suit is called the Suit of Broomsticks. I'm actually going to call this, or I'm going to associate this with swords because here on the Ace of Broomsticks, she's holding up a knife or an afame. However, in the rest of the cards in this deck, in this suit, the broomsticks are broomsticks, so they're wood. I believe that Ace is the only card that shows an actual blade, although I could be wrong as we work our way through here. But I am just going to, interesting 9 of swords there, the anxiety card. 10 of swords. All right, so here is where we get into the court cards. First is the Moon. So this would be what I'm calling the Page of Swords. And don't take this for, a hard fact. I don't know for certain. I'm going to say Moon, Celebration of Broomsticks, then Trial of Broomsticks, and finally Goddess of Broomsticks. The next suit will be the suit of Wands. Wands are the fire suit. They are equated or correspond to the direction of south and the element of fire. And there's fire on each of these images. So this one is clear to me that it is the suit of Wands. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And here we have those same court cards. We start off with the Moon of Flames or Wands, then the Celebration, the Trial, and the Goddess. Next, we have the suit of Cups or Cauldrons in this deck. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, the Moon of Cups or Cauldrons, the Celebration, the Trial, and the Goddess. I actually kind of think, let me pull these 4 up here. In my mind, I would think that, I don't need that the order should be, yeah, maybe it would be. People pay attention to the moon and the moon phases. Next in the process, there are celebrations that celebrate each moon phase. Accused of witchcraft, and the trial comes along, and then it ends up with the goddess. So I guess that in my head that makes sense as far as the order, but I'm just speculating. The final suit here is the suit of boulders. So that would be equivalent to the element of earth, which would be north. That would be pentacles. So boulders makes total sense as an equivalent or a correspondence. 8, 9, 10. Then we have the moon, the celebration, the trial, and finally, the goddess. I hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for watching. I really do appreciate it. Please do give the video a thumbs up to help with the YouTube algorithm or whatever it does behind the scenes. I look forward to the next video, so we'll see you then.